Welcome to Tech Talk, where innovation meets consumer satisfaction in the digital age. My name is Anselmo, and I'll be your host for this episode. As AI becomes more prevalent in services like chat-based customer support, employees are expressing apprehension about potential job displacement. But is this concern warranted? Do we truly need to worry? Buckle up as we unravel the mysteries of AI's impact on our workforce. Joining us today is the President and Chief Operating Officer of Philippine Airlines. He will help us delve into how AI complements our existing capabilities and whether it holds the promise of positive transformation. Let us all give a warm welcome to Captain Stanley Nang. Captain Stan, thank you for being here.
Hello, Kat. Thank you for having me. I've seen Concentrix ads all over the airport, and now I'm here. I'm really happy to be here today.
Thank you, Captain. So the new Concentrix branding is a product of the combination of Concentrix plus WebHelp. So recently, we've released a new branding, and you can see them all over the airports. Captain, I have a question. As an active pilot, is your phone always on an airplane mode?
I see what you did there.
So, Captain, just looking at your profile, and I can see that you have a very impressive career trajectory. So you're an active airline pilot, you're a president and a chief operating officer. So I'm just curious to know, how do you strike a balance, between all the roles?
So actually, to be quite honest about it, so I haven't flown for a year already because of course, office work. But I still continue to renew my license. So I've been focusing more on strategy, on how to make sure, actually my number one purpose for our company really is customer service. So we've been really thinking of ways on how to improve efficiency as well as customer satisfaction in various ways.
So you're talking about, customer satisfaction, right? So with the recent pandemic, it forced a lot of companies to rethink their business strategy. And I'm sure, PAL, the aviation industry in general, is not exempt from that, right? So how has this impacted you, and has technology played a role in addressing these challenges?
I started 2003 with the company. So I've seen the transformation, evolution of Philippine Airlines. But in 2019, I remember we started a little bit on KPIs and a little bit of using technology. The pandemic actually pushed the entire company, I believe many companies, to really go digital. First of all, I would say the online meetings. It was super successful. So therefore, it definitely changed the way we do things.
I'm curious to know, what type of digital platforms did you use to elevate your customer experience?
Okay. So I mentioned earlier, the mandate really is to improve customer satisfaction. So we're quite focused on customer service. Therefore, last year, we engaged a CRM system, and we're already using it right now, especially for our contact center, because it's really an enabler for the agents to have more information about a certain scenario, even have personalized data of each passenger that they can use to manage a situation, whether it's going to be rebooking or a flight disruption management. So definitely that's really a delighter for our customer. I would say we didn't have that before. So and we receive a lot of good feedbacks about it, and we can see it in our customer satisfaction rating and our net promoter score as well. So after having that, I would say it increased about 15 to 20 points.
I think that's a very brave move, right? Straight out of the pandemic, investing in digital platforms. From an employee and supplier perspective, how does say generative AI, as a new technology, how does it free up your employees' time? How does it provide your employees and suppliers efficiency.
Embracing technology and use technology properly as a partner will definitely improve productivity and efficiency of any work. Even for our employees, it's also to equip them with the necessary tools for them to be able to make decisions better and free up their, if we want to call it, bandwidth. One good example I want to give also, like the pilot, no? We used to be flying the aircraft the entire journey, right, in the past. But now there's autopilot, which can really do the job. That really gives a lot of bandwidth to the pilot to focus more on situational awareness as well as managing different scenarios. So I would say we have to look at technology as a partner, like to help us in the decision making. In terms of the suppliers, I would say, let's say our service provider for maintenance. Now we're moving from preventive maintenance into what they call it, the predictive maintenance. Now the system can gather all those data in a short period of time and analyze those data and give suggestion. Let's say a part in the aircraft that might need replacement already or approaching its end of life cycle. The earlier we can predict, the earlier we can replace those parts.
Made a lot of investments already, and now you're starting to see the benefit. What I'm curious to know is, are there any emerging technologies that you foresee impacting the industry in the near future?
Kat, there are actually a lot, no? But we focus more on what will really add value to our employees as well as to the customers. So by the end of the year, we will have significant upgrade for our customer service capabilities. We'll integrate artificial intelligence technologies into its contact center. So one example would be the automated voice assistance. So this feature will use the AI to handle calls automatically. The frequently asked questions can really be answered by bots because there's no complexity in the problem. And the second one will be, that's part of it as well. So the speech analysis. So somehow it can relate a little bit, no? But of course, if the situation gets more complicated, we can always forward that call into a human.
So that's where the human interaction comes in.
And that's really important because especially with complex scenario, no? AI, at least at this point, I believe the human can really do it better.
I agree, yeah. So now that you're introducing a lot of technology, how do you ensure that technical training, your engineering, airport teams stay up to date with industry advancements?
Okay. For technical personnel, we have a recurrent program for them. Like even for the pilot, for the engineers, the maintenance personnel. Normally, we have every 6 months, we have to update ourselves with the latest technology. So we have to be updated with all those things. Or suddenly the manufacturer, they will come out with certain new improvement to enhance the safety of the flight. I think that's really important and a culture that we want our company to really, I would say, embrace. Yes. In terms of, let's say, the airport team or even the sales and marketing team, they have to always update themselves as well with the latest technology. Now, we really send people to attend all the seminars, let's say, even the AI seminars. Of course, some technologies we have to be cautious as well because we have to also identify the risk of implementing AI, or because there are a lot of issues behind using more advanced technology without understanding them.
Hearing that from you, that you're constantly trying to work with airport regulators, right? and anybody involved within the airport operations, is a really good thing to know. Thank you so much, Captain Stan, for being our guest today. Your contributions to the topic is really enlightening.
Thank you, Concentrix. Thank you, Kat. And to all the listeners for having me here today.
Stay tuned for our next Tech Talk episode, where you are going to hear from another exciting guest. Please don't forget to share and follow our social media pages in Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Facebook. We'd love to hear from you. Feel free to leave a comment or any reaction. This has been your host, Kat Anselmo. I do hope you'll continue to join us as we build next generation solutions in this ever-changing world. See you again. Captain, what's your favorite food? Chinese?
Pwede. Japanese. Okay din.
Japanese. Lagi kang nagtatravel?
Hindi na ganun masyado. No.
Mostly,
Before mas